Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most, and we are here to review. This is a long overdue, not really. I am here to review. We are here to review of Dons and Divas. I'm talking about the masterpiece album that was just released by Vybz Kartel. First of all, let me say I apologize to my audience, my dancehall audience, especially the Vybz Kartel fans them, who wanted to hear a review the minute the thing dropped. See, my strategy is kind of different, right? And how it's different is like this. Everybody are going to review it when it just come out. I don't want to be a part of the everybody thing. Me want to listen to the thing. I want to let it marinate in my brain. I want to be able to talk about each song. And I want to be the one to bring it back after all the reviewers done review it and gone about them business already. Just so I can remind the people that it is still here. Now, to Vybz Kartel's credit, Vybz Kartel releases music so fast that it's very easy for you to overlook something that he released in January.
Prime Minister for the country. Prime Minister for the country.
If you are now in March, if you're
real bad man like Sandokan, real hot girl bad man go pan. Anyway we walk the street govern, no fairy tale, no Alice.
Understand what I say? Me have to then enough to remind the people them say off Dons and Divas is here. And it is running the place red. Running, no questions asked. No, it is definitely on my list of. Remember the last video I do? I said if I was about to go off on an island for a week or 30 days, all by myself, and they said I had to pick a handful of albums. Here are the handful of albums update. It would have to be of Dons and Divas. It would have to be To Tanisha. It would have to be Upside Down 2020. Big up to Buju Banton. We're going to do a separate review for that there. Fireball of an album there. And of course, shout out to Govy Govy, because Ham Ants would have to be one as well. Now, of this Dons and Diva album, yeah, let me tell you like this. The structure of the album is what I am in love with. The divas, the ladies, them get taken care of first. I believe the concept of Dons and Divas is a body of work compiled of Dons and Divas. So I bear Dons and I bear Divas upon the album. Shout out to Lisa Hyper.
Girls night out.
I'm going to do a whole review upon Lisa Hyper because she has kicked up enough dust lately. She's one of the most, if not the most, lyrical female in the game. Anyhow, we're going to talk about that because she is on this album as well. So I love the way the album is structured. The album is actually structured where a principle, ladies first. Boy, that gone out of Jamaican culture nowadays. The man them elbow the woman them out of the way and go in the limelight, in the video light, go get for them, forget for themselves and all these things. Even from the dance floor right on up. So for me, this is to see the principle. All the divas, and on the album, people, you will see where it says Divas by the song. That way you know, I feel the woman them song this. Yeah? So the boy can walk out and talk about rain. A video like when woman song a play, I feel the woman them song this. Half of the album pretty much is Divas. The second half of the album belongs to the Dons them. So we let the ladies go first. Nice Things. Nice Things on the album is one of those that is going to make the woman them walk out in the video light for this one.
Nice things, nice things, nice things. Nice things, nice things, nice things. One good girl, yeah, do the
one bag of styling and something that go on with Nice Things. But then Miami, Memorial Day weekend, the place jam rampack, a random car pulls up and it's playing a Vybz Kartel song, right? And just like that, the crowd start bubble. Because the girl, them as soon as them hear the man's voice, is like them gone in a one. You see me? The frequency of his voice does something to the woman them. Say a Prayer is a straight billboard. crosses all genres of music. Say a Prayer is just music. I see Grammy as a single. Say a Prayer. Now, Pretty Butterfly, that song there, it is worthy of being reviewed on its own. Pretty Butterfly, one of them one there where it will make everybody in there say, whoa, pam, 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 whoa.
I coulda want to silly sally, patchy dally, house full of dirty baggy.
And DJ have to haul and pull it up again. Pretty Butterfly, it's 90s dancehall kind of feel vibes that come back and Lisa go on vicious on it. You saw me I said that. Remember me tell you though, Nice Things is going to be a bam bam bam. Cute Rider. Cute Rider is of course already a smash hit.
Ever since I met you, everything is so perfect. I'll do anything for you.
Cute Rider, the video already come out and it can mash up the place, right? Every artist that is featured on this album is officially a star. Now what am I saying? It's SouFLoTV rank himself and face himself and talk about we are never star before. Cause you know some people ego inflated and them take everything you said the wrong way. And so me I say no. I am saying every artist that is featured on this album of Guns and Divas is officially a star. Means say you did a star before, but you did kind of star-ish. You know what I say? You did kind of star-ish. Right now, you have participated in what we call greatness. This is a piece of history right here that will be around forever now. Solidified your space right next to the boss himself. All who did a star already is solidified now. And shout out to Vybz Kartel for that, for creating that platform and sharing that platform. Remember, I know people, I told you that, I said, greatness is not when you reach the top and then you celebrate the greatness there, hug all the space and spotlight for yourself. The video light is all your own, and then after your things start fade away now is when you're going to try and reach back and try and pull some people up. That's not greatness. And that is why people like Bounty Killer, I think Vybz Kartel is on track with Bounty Killer. I think he's trying to outdo his mentor by, at the end of the day, we would be able to say who helped the most artists, gave them a platform at their moment of shining in dancehall music, who elevated the brand the most and gave away to those who wanted it and was willing to work for it the most. Take some little ghetto youth out of the gutter and turn them in a big, big international superstar. Who did that the most? And the answers definitely look like it's going to be Vybz Kartel.
Everything what people say about Vybz Kartel negative, I just laugh. No.
Shout out to Bounty Killer, and that's why Bounty I'm a general, because he did that. Undisputed. You understand? Militant Coop is another one. Look, Little Addy and Little Vybz are stars.
One, you, TG, in a tech long Celtic. I'm a classic like a dead man.
You know them say the chip never fall far from the old block? Yo, a Cartel carbon copy them here. And he just did an interview in one of them big Billboard magazine, and Vybz Kartel said that, well, they're gonna have to come to great in our business, because if them can't come to great and represent in the business, then them can't say Addy and my daddy. And I could just picture him saying it, but them never know how to write it. Well, he did a little laugh there, you know what I say? This is the second album of the year for those of you who don't know. They're both deserving of high accolades. A matter of fact, if the Grammy don't award this album, I will officially know that the Grammy is pretty much rubbish. Now, I've made videos before where I have said we don't need a Grammy to tell us who is great in our space. Now, we must also remember at the same time that the Grammy judges on an international level, right? So, a global level. So, if we are going to talk about that, we must understand, say, a lot of artists, once they get that Grammy, it is something that pretty much opens up many more doors for them. So why would we not want it? Just remember though, that we don't use Grammy to justify who hot and who not. This album of Dons and Divas is definitely a Grammy nod going on. Now keep in mind, and I'm going to do a separate video on this. Buju Banton just dropped his as well. And think about the greatness happening right now. Here's Buju Banton, the great
We
Buju
are fine
Banton.
for your slice of the bread. Them a scream and a dream and a wish me fi dead. But I got off with head.
Vybz Kartel, the great Vybz Kartel. Both men have nothing but manners and respect for each other. You understand? And to see both of them come lock the business again like that, considering Buju's background as far as what he just went through before coming back home, and Kartel where he is at. And we're talking Grammy, and these are the two leads. I don't want to hate nobody or make nobody feel like I'm hating them, but I would say if I was an artist in the reggae dancehall space, I would not release an album for the rest of this year. If you're going to come with something that is so different, so smashing, don't do it. Your thing will get smothered, for lack of a better word then. Because these are two gigantic albums. Now sticking to the Vybz Kartel album of Dons and Divas. Listen to this piece. For the haters or the outsiders looking in, I don't know if y'all realize, but Vybz Kartel has dedicated his life to the elevation of dancehall and his fans, who in turn, both dancehall and his fans have dedicated their loyalty to him. If you overs that concept, then you will begin to understand the enigma that is Gaza Nation, that is Vybz Kartel. To build something so timeless and so powerful that not even prison or death can diminish or erase. Now that is powerful. No matter if you don't like a few cuss words, there are songs there. And this is what I love about this album. The songs on this album, there are songs on the album that are just down outright, raw, rugged dancehall. Bad word of cuss and everything in there. The graphic description of fuck for run in there, right? But there are also songs on the album that don't have not one curse word. There are songs on this album that I can actually play with my father. Songs on this album I can play with my brethren them, can play with my woman. Songs on this album, you see what I'm saying? There are songs on this album for everyone, period. Now, Vybz Kartel has switched to a new gear. I saw me see it. To a new level. Every time others get anywhere near which part he is, him level up 100 steps more. That's how me feel. Every time that one of his greatest gifts is to constantly reinvent himself and to be relevant to a newer and a newer and a newer generation, and still hold relevancy with those who are within his age group and above. That's friggin', I don't know how to explain how powerful that alone is. Draw down in a new gear and him gone to new levels. And every time others get even close to which part him there, the man just move 100 steps more ahead, leaving him truly in a class by himself. Who will take the dance of female them and turn them in an artist and give them platform right out the door? Do you know how good this is gonna look on Danny Boo's record? Now she can't only say shit. People can't look at her and say stuff like, oh, I just want dancer, just another dancer. You know them girls that skin out themselves on the dance floor for reggae music or whatever. She has transcended that to a legitimate artist. Not only that, to a legitimate artist that has recorded, published work with someone of a great caliber like Vybz Kartel. look on the one upon the album.
I'm not gonna take a break on me in this life. I've done on Divas, crocodile skin snake.
State Evidence featuring Lisa Mercedes. Now State Evidence, why? Kartel definitely remains defiant.
Yeah, them so-called bad boy, you broke the code. If you never say you would, you would have still there your road. But the box where you get you all chat where you know.
State Evidence is one of those that will make somebody listen to it and be like, yo, I'm still in the streets or what? You know? Bad Girl featuring Skilly Bang. See that? Skilly Bang. 50 bucks, Skilly Bang. Brick Palm Brick, Skilly Bang. Skilly Bang. Juicy Fruit, Tommy Lee. Yo, Tommy Lee, Bad Girl, Tommy Lee, Angle Bad Girl, like, this song I did theme.
I'm never ready for fly back. Military training, no need no dog fight.
No Prison. That's a powerful song.
Ain't no prison can hold up. Since we acting like grown-ups, will you marry me?
Jump on the beat and beat it like it out of order. The way how Kartel switch up in flow, you see, it's like to be so consistently creative. If everybody start rap, rhyme, sing the way him just go over here so and do something totally different. Jump on the beat and beat it like it out of order. At the daddy fit the one of them boy. Me lock down the place from prison, shell it like a llama. Get your woman in a spirit, Jesus swallow water. It was Heaven, that was for the Divas. You have Presidential, again featuring Sicka Rhymes and Daddy One. See there? Daddy One, you have Skilly Bang, there are a lot of new people on here. So, in essence then, what Vybz Kartel doing is he is raising the new generation of dancehall. He is raising the new dons and divas of dancehall. This is another question. So, in the long run, when we look back on this, we are going to say, they are all children of Vybz Kartel. Just like how right now when you look around the dancehall, you say, they are all children of Bounty Killer. At the same way I look around and say, they are all children of Vybz Kartel. This legacy that he is building. As y'all know, I don't know if y'all know it, but he's charting. And he's charting on the US Billboard charts. We're not talking about an iTunes charts. I'm not talking about charting on reggae charts or dancehall charts. I'm talking about charting on international charts where big names chart, where the Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's and the Justin Bieber's that I believe chart is a crossover.
Stay with me, don't go with him. Stay with me, I promise.
Listen. We're gonna go and listen to the song, okay? Go and listen to the album. The album is out there. Go listen to the album. Over there, I listen to them over and over and over again. And I cannot get enough of this album, Dons and Divas. Talk up and tell me in the comment section what you think about this album. Do you think the album was a dud? Or do you think the album was a definite hit? Do you think that this album is worthy of a Grammy? Do you think that there can be or there is going to be a better album out than this album right here? And are you going to get you a copy of this album? It's SouFLoTV, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm going to talk about this great piece of work. Jump on the beat and beat it like it out of order. At the daddy fit the one of them boy. And I like, I'm out. Peace.